Yo, haha, Magnificent.
YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Magnificent coming back with another video. And actually, this is a review I'm going to try to wing because, quite honestly, I've seen a lot of Travis Scott 6s, but I've yet to see like any infant grade school sizes. Nobody's reviewing that because it's not men's, right? So I have right now before you, just came home. Mine just came in. These are the infant size 6C, if I'm not mistaken, for the Travis Scott 6s. I'm pretty sure we're going to do the super zoom, but I want to see if it glows in the dark like the men's does. What big differences are there from obviously the original Bread 6 from that to the actual Travis Scott shoe. Now, I don't have the men's again, but to a certain point, it's still considered a Travis Scott, no matter what the size is. Let's open this box and see what it do. It kind of rained. Actually, it still is raining, so it kind of sucked coming home today and having to go through a very terrible looking box. So, of course, Nike sends this over. And honestly, I didn't even expect to hit any of the shoes, any of his Travis Scott shoes, because in my previous video, I did clearly indicate that I really wasn't a fan of the shoe in itself. Now, I get it. The hype is there because the resale is there. If you take the resale away, I don't think that the hype is as much as it is now. It's just the fact that you have a bunch of people that are able to grab their hands on these Travis Scotts versus the people that actually want to wear them. And because of that, you have a lot of people wanting the shoe, and they're willing to do pretty much any and everything to get their hands on it. That's just my personal take. Now, I'm not saying that the shoe is trash. I'm just saying because of the colorway, it's nothing that I can put in my closet and say, definitely I can put this and this together without having to buy more Travis Scott memorabilia. So, let's get into the shoe. And yeah, this is definitely, of course, you got the Nike receipt that's water got into it. So if you haven't seen the Travis Scott, and I've never seen, outside of my video I did with my daughter for the Patrick's SpongeBob Kyrie 5s, I've never seen a shoe box, this small. This is awesome. So this is the Travis Scott 6 Infant Edition, size 6C. Now, they even got the QR code on here, and you can see right there the pricing is $60. So for those that haven't seen it on YouTube, because I know I get it, a lot of guys even got water on the box itself. A lot of guys basically got the shoes for themselves. You wanted the men's. People didn't review the infant size. Now, this is actually my daughter's size, 6C. That's the size that she wears. So I targeted sizes for my children as well as me, just in case I did hit on something. And hey, at least they can wear something, right? So this is the box in its entirety. It does look like the men's box. You can see it right there, Cactus Jack, 6C. Without further ado, let's get into this box. I don't know how I'm going to do it on feet. I'm going to try to do something. I'll think of something creative so you can actually see it go back and forth. I mean, that's what you see when you basically put your shoes on foot, right? All right, so as you open the box, you can see the little quality control sticker right there. And you can also see on the inside of the box, you can see like there's actually, I just want to get to the shoe because I think that this is going to be interesting. And I think it was Unbreakable. I'm pretty sure it was Unbreakable Kicks that mentioned that when you get your pairs, your grade schools, preschools, or your infant pairs, you're going to notice that it looks like it was mass produced in terms of the painting. And of course, you'll probably see that when we do the super zoom version of this shoe. And I'm already seeing it as soon as I open the box because here's the shoe itself, right? So I'm going to pull this out. And these are the infant size Travis Scott 6s. Now, I can see imperfections immediately on the midsole, on the inside. It does look like somebody just took like a paintbrush and kind of like was trying to edge in but couldn't really get in there. The material itself, in my opinion, for an infant size, I think is pretty cool. I do like that they don't have the actual pocket, but they actually just did the whole Velcro on the side so you can just, make it seem like it has a pocket. This is real weird. Like, I've never done, a full review on an infant size shoe before, outside of, again, me doing it with my daughter for those Kyrie 5s. I don't think it was SpongeBob. I think it was the Patrick's. But I do like the craftsmanship in terms of the stitching for the Nike swoosh. that they put on the back, and of course on the tongue. You can barely see this. It has like the actual laces that you have to tie, because usually with infants usually with infant sizes you'll see like Velcro. I've seen stuff like I haven't really seen like a full lacing system where you have to actually lace, and that's exactly what they did even on the infant sizes for these Travis Scott. So you can see right here, if you can look at that, it has the Jordan logo on the tongue. And of course, you know, it's just like, it's almost like the 6. It's just that I think when it came to down, actually, when you look at the bottom of it, what I'm going to do is kind of hue like a bright light on it. And then you're going to see another video segment separate from the whole super zoom that'll show you to see. Basically, I just want to verify that these glow in the dark as well as the men's sizes. It looks like it does, but I'm not sure because I haven't really seen videos or pictures online of it, any type of indication that it can do so. So, your boy Magnificent, let's look at super zoom, because I'm not really going to get too far into the shoe. You've probably seen many or a lot of different videos about the Travis Scott 6s, at least the men's pair, but I don't really see like the infant pair or the grade school pair or the preschool pairs out on YouTube, because, you know, let's face it, a lot of people just wanted to see the men's mostly. But you never know. There's some people out there, like parents like me, that may want this for their son or their daughter to rock, and so they want to see what it looks like. That's why I'm bringing it out. Actually, I'm going to bring the other shoe. So if you got your pairs already, it should be Wednesday. Most people should have their pairs. You can see that. Here's the second pair right here. You can also see that while on the left side of the shoe, there's a Nike swoosh on the heel. There's Cactus Jack also on the right side of the shoe. And again, this is reflecting what you see on the men's pairs as well. Now, let's get to the super zoom first. And then after that, I'm going to see if these things glow in the dark from the bottom. Should also glow on the side, on the midsole. And then again, I'll try to figure out how to do that whole on feet at the end. So, yeah, we'll try to figure out how to do the on feet. Towards the end. So your boy Magnificent, let's get into the super zoom and then go from there. All right, YouTube, let's dive into this super zoom, and this is where you're gonna start seeing the imperfections, and I can see it immediately. So, again, I said Unbreakable Kicks already released this, but again, you can see imperfections in the midsole of these shoes, and it does look like it's rushed because you can see the paint bleeding right there, right? You can see it bleeding in between on the midsole. I'm not saying that the shoe is completely trash, but it's just you know for people that actually do. I mean, like really look at the details of the shoe itself, like me, I'm going to let you know what it is. This is probably the first video where I know I can see a bunch of imperfections. You can see that right there. That, like I said, when you get your infant's pairs, you're going to have some imperfections. You can see that right there. This is what Super Zoom does, man. It'll highlight the shoe and its imperfections, right? So, continue on the midsole. I see the midsole, the white paint being the actually it's kind of like a creamish. I see that's being like rushed on. I feel like this is probably black underneath, and they just slap some paint on, and it doesn't look like a machine did it. Well, that's what I'm trying to get. It looks like somebody personally tried to fine tune the paint inside the midsole, and then the paint just started bleeding in, and you can actually see that right there. I mean, I'm not making this up. I'm actually showing you, so you don't think that I'm knocking the shoe because I'm a hater. No, I'm not knocking the shoe. I'm just showing you that it's the truth. That it looks like somebody just painted on it. Now, outside of that, the stitching itself looks good. I was told, at least from what I understand, like the lighting here, when it shined on this portion, that it actually should glow. So we'll see that momentarily. But outside of that, just looking at the shoe itself, you can see, there you go, non-marking. I think normally you would see on the men's pair at least, you would see maybe, actually, you know what, maybe you will or you may not. Maybe you're not going to see as much imperfection on the men's pair as you're going to see on the kid sizes. But you can see back here, you see this is what I'm talking about, the Nike stitching right there. I think when you go in the shoe, let me just take the plastic portion out. You're not going to be able to see all of the imperfections, I should say, on the men's pair versus the kids pair. When you look inside the kids, on both pairs, you'll see the Nike logo inside. And this is just zoom in here. This is the actual get up right here in terms of the layout and the design. The Jordan logo is stitched in, like the actual Jumpman and the Jordan printing, that is stitched in. But this is the I think that this is kind of cute. Like, it just has a little Velcro strap, and you can actually see, for those that didn't know, this is why I like super zoom. On the inside of the strap, on the inside there, you can see the Cactus Jack symbol. I'm interested to see what happens when you put a black light on that, because that would justify whether you have a legit pair or a fake pair. I don't know if that's the case, but yeah, you can see the Cactus Jack symbol right under there. I think it's on both sides, if I'm not mistaken. What I read, that when you look under there, yep, you can see it right there. Also on the other pair, you can see the Cactus Jack there. So super zoom, man. You'll start seeing stuff, or you'll start noticing stuff about the shoe that I didn't even see when I actually took the shoe out the box. If that makes sense. Of course, you got the Cactus Jack symbol on the heel of the shoe itself. It's a Jordan 6. It's just, I now want to see if this thing really does, especially with the light kind of beaming down on this portion, on the rubber portion, or the bottom of the shoe itself. I want to see if this glows up at night. So without further ado, let's jump into that video and see if this is actually true to glow. Your boy Magnificent, and we are out. All right, so now that I have the super zoom lens off, what I'm going to do is basically just look, kind of like use this bright light and hover it over the rubber portion, which should bring out the glow effect of the shoe. So I'm going to go kind of around the shoe. Shouldn't take this long. And then after that, we'll go into the on feet, quote unquote, so you can see what that looks like. But yeah, I'm just basically just hovering my light around, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn off the light. And once I turn off this light, you should technically see this shoe glow. So let's find out. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So to answer anybody's question, I was wondering if the infants actually do glow in the dark. They obviously glow in the dark. That kind of proves it. So that looks pretty cool. All right, so your boy Magnificent. Let's get to the on feet again, quote unquote, so we can see what that looks like.